Hey everybody, I want to tell you a little story real quick. One of my favorite topics, favorite subjects is the idea that the message sent is never the message received. It's not something I learned, it's not something that I came up with. I learned that from Professor Doug Losey at Humboldt State University when I was a student of speech communication, the subject that I majored in addition to biology. And what he was referring to specifically was he was using a broad statement like that to make us watch out for misinterpretation, to question our own understanding of what people are saying ahead of making judgment, ahead of passing judgment and especially taking action. And I just had a great example of that happen just now, and I want to share it with you. You know, I spend a lot of time wandering around. I like to hike. I like to adventure. I've been that way all my life. You know, my wife and I have been together a long time. She knows that's part of me. She has always encouraged me to do that. She knows that it makes me a happy man, and that we're not as together as much, but when we are together, I'm a really happy guy because I get to adventure a lot. So she's always encouraging me to go out. When our daughter was young, I was more cautious about being out too much because I wanted to spend that time with our daughter. Emily's lately, she's older now. She's a junior high school student now, and so she has her own life. Like today, for example, she's out with her schoolmates and doing their thing. And I've got a day off today, and I was going to spend some time at home, and I was thinking maybe my wife and I could go have some coffee, but it turns out she's busy too, so I thought I'd head out. And I'm always concerned that I'm out too much. So as I was getting ready to leave, my wife asked me, she said, where are you headed? And I said, I'm going to go to Yui. I'll be out for the day. And she said in Japanese, she said, yokuiku ne, I think that's what she said, which roughly translated as, going a lot. And I left the house, and I said goodbye, and I left the house, and I was walking away, and I was thinking about that, and thinking, wow, maybe I should stay home today. She said, yokuiku ne, you're going out too much. Maybe I am spending too much time out. So maybe today I should stay home, which is always my first choice, to stay home. I'm a family man, and I go out when the opportunity provides me. So I went back and was talking to her about it. She said, why are you home? She was cleaning the house. She said, why are you home? I'm not allowed to clean, so I can't help her with that. She said, why are you home? She says, and she started saying things, and I thought she had sent me a message that I was spending too much time out, right? And one thing I've learned about my wife over the years is she's very clear about what she says, and usually she's always right. So instead of coming in and saying to her I was careful, instead of coming in and saying, well, you said I'm spending too much time out, so maybe I should stay home today, I didn't broach it like that. I simply said, well, maybe it's a good chance for us to do something. I thought maybe she would have some time in the afternoon. I said, maybe we can go out and get some coffee. And she reaffirmed, she said, no, I'm really busy today. I don't have any time, and Emily's going to be gone all day. So there's really, hey, konnichiwa. She says, really, there's nothing we can, you're pretty much, she said, why aren't you going out? She says, you love to hike. She said, you haven't been hiking for, you went hiking one day last week, but otherwise you've been working and home all the time. You need to get out more. And I'm thinking, okay, well, it seems like cross messages. Which one does she mean? Then it dawned on me. What she meant was, yoku iku ne, you're going a lot, not that you're going out a lot, but that I've been going out a lot to Yui, which is the place that I've been hiking, a lot these days. She simply meant, she said, where are you going? I said, I'm going to Yui. What she basically said in Japanese was, wow, you've been going to Yui a lot. I interpreted it as meant, you've been going out a lot. And so I had a reaction. That's an example of the message being sent is not the message received. Now, it would have been really easy for me to get angry or respond back and say, hey, wait, what are we talking about? If I had come back and interpreted it wrong and came back and said, earlier you said it was fine to go out, but then you say you don't want me to go out. That's not what she meant. She just meant you've been going to Yui a lot. So this is the example of the type of thing where we can take care with our words. Take care with our words and try to, one of my daughter's schoolmates, Emmy left to head home now. But then Emmy has to do a lot of schoolwork for her new school, so she's busy all day. I hope my point was clear. It's a sensitive thing, being a family man and an adventurer. I want to do my thing, and yet I want to be a family man. But we have a nice balance there. But I'm always erring on the side of looking for the opportunity to be with a family. But the message here, of course, is that the message sent really is never the message received, even if it's clearly stated here across two languages. And it's good to be careful about how we respond. If I can learn from my experience, be careful about how we respond in order to try to flesh out what the real meaning is. Because it's always out there somewhere, even though sometimes the meaning may not be clear to the sender either. I hope that's helpful. Now it's time for me to put my pack stuff away, head up into the mountains of Yui, where I've been spending a lot of time, and that old man's looking at me. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye. remote control.